Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. Y'all already know what time it is. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. I'm on the bout, man. We gotta have a conversation, y'all. Um, I noticed how y'all quiet about this. I noticed a lot of people quiet. Y'all ain't peeping the play, so everybody gonna act like they don't see what's going on. So y'all want to pretend like y'all don't see what's going on. Let's not be blind. I know y'all peeping the game, bro. If you ain't people gang, I'm gonna let you know exactly what you missing. So, in case y'all hip, I'm pretty sure y'all hip by now about the Chicago Sky getting the number 5 pick in the draft. Uh, Now it's some people I don't know where this come from. I don't. It's like for some reason I want to say this real quick before I even get to the topic. For some reason I notice a trend. I notice a trend, and it comes from Chicago Sky fans. Whenever I say something about Chicago, these folks are more mad at me for giving my opinion on the organization than Jeff P, who's stealing your money. You're more mad at me for calling out the organization than the folks that's stealing your money. I noticed that. They always people always seem to have a small problem with me. Now I'm not the person that's stealing the money, not the person that's putting together a shitty team. I give my opinion, people and their feelings. Okay. I don't know what's that about, but check this out though. Now when I talked about this team throwing Angel Reese on the bus, y'all agree with that, right? Some of y'all did. Y'all agree with that. We all saw it. Everybody agreed. Now when I point out the obvious, she should pack her bags and get up and leave immediately because they straight up disrespected her and they try to embarrass her in front of the whole entire world. When I got to talk about her leaving, y'all don't want her to leave. I get all that. Some of y'all from Chicago, y'all been Sky fans your whole life. Or whenever the team, I think what it was like 2008. Whenever they joined the WNBA, whatever, y'all became Sky fans. Y'all from Chicago and all that. Whoop de whoop de whoop. But check this out though, bro. Me speaking on the Sky ain't got nothing to do with the city of Chicago. I'm talking about the real, bro. The truth is this: the organization burnt out. They hired a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing. Now check this out, y'all. Now when I talk about man, Angel Reese don't want to look. I don't care what nobody say that girl ain't happy. They try to bench her for one half of a damn game, straight up disrespecting the girl, trying to show her up. When I pointed that out, people like, oh no, so she still want to be there. Y'all notice something? I want y'all to notice this. They announced that the Chicago Sky got the fifth pick, and Angel Reese ain't said shit about the Chicago Sky getting that fifth pick. Now, last year, everything around involving Chicago Sky, she tweeting, she sharing it on Instagram, and the whole nine. Now all of a sudden, she ain't tweeting about it. You know why? Because she's mad at the organization, and it's a big possibility she don't want to be there. Now Nadia, she showed up last night, FaceTiming Jeff P, talking about, yeah, we got the fifth pick. Y'all do something with it. Man, I don't know what. Hey, Jeff P traded the number 3 pick last year. You think he gonna keep this pick? I don't trust Jeff P. I don't trust him. Don't know how to draft. Don't know how to put a team together. I don't. We keep talking about, oh, they're gonna get Flawed J. They're gonna get this. First of all, if it's true that her and Flawed J they not as close as they used to be. That's what Angel said. That's what Flawed J said. Why would they draft Flawed J? And when you have even cleared the business with the girl with the situation that just happened this past year. You ain't even clear the business. Now y'all think they gonna get add Flaude to this? Come on, bro. I don't think y'all really thinking. Now, Angel Reese. Shout out to Angel Reese. It was just announced today. Her and many other players that joined the Team USA training camp. Shout out to her. Now, Angel Reese on her social media, on Twitter, she retweets this. Now, she retweeted. Now, everything going on, she's talking about it. By the way, she's giving back to the community, the city of Baltimore and Chicago, and doing things for high school, St. Francis. She's doing all kind of great stuff for the community. We know she a real one. I noticed she's tweeting about everything but the Chicago Sky Lottery pick. I wonder why. But y'all keep trying to convince me the girl want to beat her. Y'all keep trying to convince me that she wants to be in Chicago when she haven't said nothing about Chicago. Now, not nothing since they disrespected her. She haven't said nothing about them. She did all these podcast episodes with Wale and Common. Even on the what was that? The interview with Common, she said it's like she asked them. She kind of got some advice about how she should handle leaving somewhere. If you really kind of pay attention, I'm kind of wording the wrong way, but she's basically trying to. Y'all have to watch. I'm telling you, you have to watch. I got something totally different from that. I got something totally different. I know people are like, oh, you just making up shit. Okay, well, go watch the interview. I can tell she doesn't want to be there, bro. I can tell she upset. Angel don't. I've been watching her for a little minute now. She's somebody that does not fake kick it. She doesn't. She wear her feelings on her sleeve, bro. When she feel like you being fake with her, she gonna fall back on it. She literally said it on the first episode. Y'all ain't peep game on it, but y'all trying to sell everybody that she wants to be in Chicago. She ain't tweeted shit about Chicago. She look, they just, by the way, they just added on the Latricia, what's her name? Latricia Treadmill. They just added on Latricia Treadmill to this coaching staff. What the hell? So y'all gonna add her on to the coaching staff? Man, get this girl up out of there, man. Stop trying to convince this girl she should stay. Stop this. Stop this, y'all. Yo, why do y'all want everybody to be blind like y'all, man? Stop getting mad at me for cooking this organization, man. I can't support mediocrity, dog. I can't support it. Stop getting mad at me. Get mad at them. I'm not your enemy. We keep it in the bar. The girl don't want to be there. Y'all talking about go get Flaude. How you gonna tell her? You want her to play with Flaude, knowing, man, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Y'all know this situation, man. Y'all want her to go get Flaude, knowing we got this situation going on in Chicago. Come on, dog. They trying to sweep that shit on the road and move on and talk about we're gonna host a game in the All-Star. We're gonna host the All-Star game in Chicago and all this other stuff. Man, come on, dog. What we doing? I know if I was trust me, if I was a white man with curly hair and blue eyes saying this stuff, y'all wouldn't have no problem with it. Y'all wouldn't have no problem with it. Especially if I was from Chicago, y'all would have no problem with it. Y'all would be amen and everything, kissing my ass. I'm telling you the truth about your team. I don't know why you can't see it. Hell, my team, if Alabama's cranking it up, I'm saying, look, man, we got to make some changes. We playing like shit. Why you can't see it? Why you can't see it, bro? She went to a team and gave back to the city of Chicago. She doing all this stuff for the organization, and they don't even push her as the number one franchise player. You got Courtney Vanderstreet and all these other people they got in the way. Man, come on, man. They gave Courtney Vanderstreet power over Angel when Courtney Vanderstreet ain't bringing no money to this organization. She ain't doing nothing for this team. Y'all talking about shit that happened in 2021, man. Don't nobody care about that shit, man. We talking about right now. She old, bro. She shouldn't even be playing. She really on her last leg. And y'all want folks to be cool with that shit, bro. Like I don't understand that, dog. I don't understand that, bro. But I noticed though, she ain't came out and said nothing about this organization. Y'all keep telling me, and y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that's trying to convince me. Y'all trying to convince me she want to be there. Why she haven't tweeted nothing about the organization? I need you to answer this question, man. Why she haven't said nothing about this team? Nothing. Go back to last year. She was tweeting everything about Chicago. Anytime some news came out. Hell, she even showed up and represented Chicago Sky in last year's draft lottery. Did you forget? Last year it was I'm Team Chicago Sky. I love being here. Now it's get me the hell up out of here. Man, that's a whole 360. Yeah, I can tell. Oh, she need to stick to the script and do like Jordan did. Man, stop it, man. Man, oh man, Kelfo, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. He have done enough for your city. The sports teams in your city don't even give y'all any kind of nothing to be excited about. Nothing. Y'all, the Bears just not coming around. The Bulls, they just not coming back around. Even then, they can't even get up. They can't get past the first base because they make it to the playoffs, get put out the first round. They got Derrick Rose, he got hurt. They ran him to the ground. So man, come on, bro. Man, them folks got one championship and lost their mind, bro. They start thinking they the Las Vegas Aces. They start talking about they start acting like they the Las Vegas Aces off that one chip. You got Candace Parker sitting her ass up there on podcast, straight capping, bro. Talking about Tyler Morris. Is this solid assassin? Man, come on, man. What are we? Solid assassin, man. Man, come on, dog. Oh, goodness, bro. I swear. Bro, I never understood. I never understood. I never understood. But the crazy thing about it, these dudes would come in the comment section and get mad at Showski. You get mad at Big Showski for telling you stuff that you actually agree with. But why does it bother you when I say it? Sometimes you said the Chicago Sky ain't got a first round pick. I said they ain't got a top 3 pick. That pick was likely going to be outside of the top 5 or top 5, and it ended up being top 5 because of the consecutive years. That's the rule. You have to be bad consecutive years to get a top 3 pick. I still thought Kathy Engelberg should have did them a favor, but I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to build up Dallas, help Paige Beckers out. I get it. I mean, that's one of they. That's one of their pop lives. I mean, Paige is one of them, so I get it. But I thought silly me, man. Angel one of the most popular players and not one of the popular players. Why you ain't helping her out? no help. She can't get the number one pick, a top two pick. Damn. I don't understand that shit, bro. You gotta find somebody that's gonna lie to you, bro. I'm never gonna lie to you. If I ain't feeling something, I ain't feeling it, bro. If I don't see any direction, I'm gonna point it out, bro. There's no direction with the team. Now I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna see and I'm gonna pay attention to everything Jeff P and them is saying because y'all telling me give it another year, right? So we're gonna sit back, we're gonna analyze, we're gonna break it down, and we're gonna get our hopes up that they get Flau'jae or one of these other players. Just so he can trade the pick again along with another future pick and go get another proven player because they trying to make the playoffs. But then you got reporters coming out saying, oh, well, they're not really trying to make the playoffs. They trying to rebuild. How you going to try to rebuild and you trading draft picks? You trading for veteran players and you trading all your assets. How you rebuild? No, he purposely tried to make the playoffs and he failed. He's not a good team builder. These guys don't know basketball. So, come on, man. Like, just based off that. And they kept the man. Come on, bro. That's enough. That's enough, man. Come on, man. That's enough to get. Come on, bro. That's enough to stop y'all from even wanting to support that team, bro. I don't care if you from Chicago. That was enough to say, you know what? I'm done. Y'all kept the dude, and he traded all your draft picks. You supposed to be rebuilding. You trade all your draft picks for Ariel Atkins, who's a rental. She might not even come back. Think about this. You traded the 2025 pick, Sonny Citron, who was an all-star. You traded Sonny Citron, who was an all-star, and a 2027 pick. So what happened? Look, once you pay attention now, y'all ain't paying attention. I'm going to tell you. I think they're going to trade that pick, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, can somebody confirm this real quick? The 2027 pick is going to Washington. Yes, they don't have no picks. They don't have a first-round draft pick next year, 2027. So how can they rebuild next year? How can they rebuild next year? Why would they draft for another young player and try to develop them, knowing there's a lightning chance you won't make the playoffs and you won't be rewarded for it? I think they're going to trade the pick. Knowing players don't really want to go there. So I can see them using this pick and trading for another veteran player. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Whatsoever would it surprise me? Think about this. Why would they go through a rebuilding year when they don't have a pick for next year? They lucked up with the Connecticut pick, right? This from the Marina Mapry trade. But you traded Sonny Citron and you traded that 27 pick. So why would they draft a young player knowing that young player, whoever they draft, probably won't help them win? So if you don't make the playoffs, guess what? You're not going to be rewarded for it. That pick goes to Washington. That'd be so ass backwards if he keep the pick and draft a player. Why would you keep the pick and draft a young player when you already basically skip rebuild by trading for Ariel Atkins? That don't make any sense. Like, that's not how basketball, that's not how this shit works. You don't see that in the NBA. You don't see that in the WNBA, really, because I'm paying attention to all these other teams that's rebuilding. They rebuilding, they getting young cheap talent, and they getting a bunch of draft picks like Washington, like Dallas. They stockpiling draft picks. They stockpiling draft picks and they're getting cheap talent because they know we're not looking to make the playoffs yet. We want to rebuild for a couple more years. That's how it goes. And Chicago came out, Jeff P. them came out and said, we're looking to make the playoffs. That's why we traded for Ariel Atkins. They ain't got quarterback. We looking to make the playoffs. Come on, bro. Man, that shit right there in y'all face, man. So now this year, I'm supposed to believe they're gonna keep the pick. Why would you keep the pick? All right, let's keep the pick and draft Flau'jae. You're gonna draft Flau'jae, and you're not even. First of all, if you invested 2 picks for Ariel Atkins, you need to do everything you can to keep your investment. Ariel Atkins, that's what you invest in. So you better be trying to go out there and get Ariel Atkins. You bring her back, right? Say they do draft another guard like Flau'jae. That guess what? Flau'jae ain't gonna be starting. She gonna be coming off the bench. That's why I'm saying it don't really make sense. I mean, you keep the pick and do what with it? Unless you lucked up with, Olivia Miles. Maybe you look at Olivia Miles. But still, I'm telling y'all, Olivia Miles, she's not gonna help Chicago make the playoffs next year. They need way more than Olivia Miles. So say they do draft Olivia Miles. We got Olivia Miles, Ariel Atkins. Cool. There's still a good chance you won't make the playoffs though. Especially if you don't get complimentary players. So you're gonna go into the next off season with no draft pick. I mean, what now what? That's why I told y'all. I think it'll make sense. It was yo, y'all can hear me. Press one, y'all can hear me. Press one, y'all can hear me. Okay, making sure. Now back to what I was saying. I think it'll make sense. If they do, look, I don't know if you can repair no. Look, man, if I'm Angel, I ain't trying to hear nothing y'all got to say. Y'all try to embarrass me, man. If man, look here, bro. I'm sorry. All they trying to piece shit up and let's move on, man. Forgiveness is sometimes overrated, bro. Man, once you that was personal. That was personal right there, dog. They knowing all this shit she going through with the media and the pressure, all this stuff that she deals with on a daily basis. And you do that to her, come on, dog. Ain't nothing to talk about, baby. It's best we go our separate ways. You don't even have draft picks. You might as well move them and get future draft picks. You might as well. It only makes sense. It'll only make sense. It don't make sense keeping her. And then trying to pretend like you're trying to build something special and make the playoffs. Man, stop it. Stop it. You're not trying to make the playoffs, bro. You don't even know how to put a team together. Come on, bro. They went over there and hired Tremble. Tremble? Y'all hiring Tremble? Come on. Y'all, this is, man, come on, bro. Y'all can't be serious. You hired her for what? What is her role going to be? They talking about, oh, she's going to be some special assistant. Man, stop. Man. Come on. Oh, man, come on, man. Get them out of here, dog. Nobody trying to hear all that. Yeah, they behind the media causing the drama. They absolutely is. They definitely is. I absolutely believe that. I hope they are trying to get Reese. Y'all, I want y'all to really think about this. Now, let me know if I'm wrong. Y'all feel free to disagree with me. I don't mind you disagreeing with me. Feel free. Do it make sense? Really think about this, y'all. Do it make sense according to Carly Bell and the other one? What's her name? The cover Chicago Sky. The Chicago Sky are trying to rebuild. How are you trying to rebuild when you traded picks for Ariel Atkins? So that move right there tells me, and you want to bring back Courtney Vandersloot too, by the way. That tells me y'all are trying to make the playoffs because you trade away your picks. So why would they bring Angel back, knowing how shit just ended, and draft another young player with the chance of y'all not making the playoffs? By the way, Angel said, "Hey, if we can't get it together after next year, then we need to move on." I want to move on, man. We gotta go our separate ways. She said it. Why would you even bring that back? Knowing Courtney Vandersloot and Angel, they not seeing eye to eye. Why? And then y'all talking about drafting Flau'jae? Are you, bro? Are y'all serious? Man, that whole, bro. I'm telling you, they do all that. This one, hey man, that's gonna be bad. That would be bad, bro. That would be bad, bro. I guarantee you this. She ain't showing up. She ain't showing up to training camp. I guarantee you that. I put any kind of money on her. She ain't showing up. She is not for sure training camp. If I was her age, I'd tell her don't show up. Man, we requesting a trade. We ain't showing up till you get us out of here. That's what Angel said she wants to be a top free agent next year or do what's best for her. Okay, hey, Billy, I want you to think about what you're saying, right? Angel just said she wants to be a top free agent and do what's best for her. Ding, 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 ding. So, okay, if Angel says, and I'm going to let y'all answer this question. Matter of fact, I done went from question to question. I'm so all over the place, y'all, because it's got so much in my mind. First, like, bro, come on now. This stuff ain't making no sense. Do this, y'all, do this really make sense? I'm going to keep Angel Reese, know I ain't got assets, knowing there's some turmoil and we ain't get the business clear. So I'm gonna bring her back into the fold, and we're gonna try to make things work. Come on, bro. You're not gonna make the playoff, bro. Too much drama, too much turmoil. You got players fighting over who team it is and who should get the most shots and all this other stuff. Come on, bro. And then you got her saying, I'm gonna do what's best for me. She went from saying, I want to be in Chicago for a long time, so now she's saying she want to do what's best for her. She want to be a free agent. Come on, man. That don't even make sense. That don't make sense to keep her, bro. They gonna hold her hostage. What I think they're gonna do is they're gonna try to work things out. They're gonna try to see if they can get her to commit with the organization. That's all they're gonna try to do. I don't think Angel is ever gonna look at. I don't think she look at them the same. I don't think that, especially the way they did Teaspoon. The way she did Teaspoon. See, everybody know it. Everybody know it when she called them snakes on social media, doing that the unrevealed for the practice facility. She called them a snake. She was talking about them, man. I strongly believe that she was talking about them. It was the timing of it. She had to be talking about them. She wasn't feeling that whole shit how they did Teaspoon. She kept talking about Teaspoon all year long, even in Tyler Marsh's face. I ain't heard her say nothing good about positive or nothing about Tyler Marsh. She ain't even posting. She ain't pass out Tyler Marsh no shoes. Jeff P ain't get no shoes. He ain't posting. Man, come on, bro. The writing is on the wall, man. Yeah, she like the city. Hey, look, I like Chicago too. Yeah, I like the city of Chicago. I like the city of Chicago. I got no problem with nobody from Chicago. I mean, some of these folks that come in the comments say they act like they work for the sky. Man, some of y'all got to be bought and paid for talking like that. Saying the stuff y'all saying got to be bought and paid for. Y'all must be related to JLP or Nadia or something. Man, come on, man. These folks lost their damn mind, bro. So what y'all think about Trey Mill? Y'all like Trey Mill? Do anybody in here think that's good? Y'all like the Teresa Cherry? Y'all mess with Latricia treadmill. But what is she gonna bring to the team though? Like what? I, it's like I don't know, bro. It felt like to me Tyler Morris wasn't even coaching the team last year. He wasn't even coaching the team. So what I mean, what is she? I don't. I just, bro. I'll tell you, bro. I don't understand, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I would never understand this shit. This is just stupidity at its finest, bro. Hey, Showtime! They got the fifth pick, bro. They got the fifth pick. He gonna trade that motherfucker. You might well trade it, man. Trade the pick. Go out there and get another wing. Might as well, bro. Might as well. Chicago gonna have to cash out. They got to cash out this summer. They ain't got no picks for 2026. Said Trey Mills a defensive coach. How was she a defensive coach when the Dallas Wings was dead last in the league in defense? She was a defensive coach and they were dead last in defense. So how is that gonna help Chicago out when you got one elite defender on your team? Ariel Atkins, great, great on ball defender, but come on, bro. Yeah, she better than Tyler Morris, but the problem is she's not the head coach. She's the assistant coach. She might be his replacement. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I'm gonna, I'm gonna tell you, hey, Al 504, you might be up to something. Because if you remember, Chicago was looking at treadmill at first before they hired Tyler Marsh. They were interested in treadmill. Trimble. I think I'm saying the name wrong. Trimble. I said treadmill. It's Trimble. Yeah. Yeah, they were interested in Trimble at first. Um, so you gonna get Tyler Marsh another chance, huh? So they're gonna give Tyler Marsh another chance. Bring Trimble on the team to take over, huh? But you ain't give Teaspoon. It's like, come on, man. Like, come on. Teaspoon don't get a second year. Teaspoon don't get a second year, but Tyler Marsh do. You're gonna bring Trimmer to the team as a special assistant. Yeah, Benji, but it don't hit me till later. I can mess up somebody's name and it don't hit me till later. That dang, I said a name wrong. Or I said this person's name wrong. It's Trimmer. I'll call it treadmill. Yeah, but Trimmer, yeah, man. Look, like, Benji, baby. Yeah, help me out, Benji, baby. Help me out. What is Chicago Sky gonna do with this pick? Can y'all help me out with this real quick? Can somebody explain to me what they're gonna do with this pick? The pick? What's the what draft? Hey, listen. I, I hope what I'm saying is, you know, I hope they get Olivia Miles. I want them to get the best player available, right? It's hard for me. It's hard for me to come up here with a straight face and say everything's gonna be okay. I'm lagging. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me right now? Can y'all hear me now? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, my boy. We is too comfortable, man. That let me know everything I need to know. We is too comfortable, dog. We have gotten to a point we have got way too comfortable. We had the third pick last year, and what did they do? They did something with the pick you didn't approve of. So I got the fifth pick. You think they're gonna do the right thing this time? You traded an all-star. You traded an all-star. I mean, come on, bro. You traded an all-star and a potential all-star in 2027 draft. Come on, bro. Sit here and laugh about the shit, man. Come on. You know? I want them to prove me wrong. I hope they prove me wrong. I hope y'all are 100% right. I hope y'all, if they everything y'all say they is, I hope everything works out for the best. Trust me. But man, we gotta be realistic, bro. That's all I gotta say about it, man. Hit the like button. New to the channel, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all later.